Hey guys, it is Momo here, throwing you another workout of the day. So, for today we're going to be focusing on the core. Two things that you're going to need are a pair of sliders. If not sliders, paper plates, a pair of socks will work on a hard surface area, and then a yoga mat for comfort for your knees and elbows when we get into those exercises that involve us bringing those onto the floor. Four things I want you to worry about here or think about when we're practicing these next exercises. Your first one is going to be your breath. After breath is going to be your quality of work, so the quality that you are executing the movements. Number 3 is going to be your range of motion, and then 4 is going to be your technique. So breath, quality, range of motion, and technique. All right, I'll be reminding you throughout our session here of those 4. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. So keep your plates or your gliders close by. I'm gonna put them right here. Just start off here by sitting on your heels and just go in for a few head circles. You're just gonna warm up the body here. Nice and slow, ear to shoulder. And then switch opposite side, right ear. Take it back. Let's go for 2 more rotations here. Good. All right, next up, coming on to all fours. Take us into downward facing dog. You're just gonna pedal those heels here from right to left and left to right. Just switching from one to the other. Now doing whatever feels good here. You can lift both heels, dropping to the right side, stretching out to the left side body, and then switch, take it to the opposite side. Nice. All right. Good. Bring it back down to your knees. Now let's just focus here on just engaging the core here real quick. So what I want you to do is just sitting up nice and tall, put your hands right on your ribs, and I want you to push your ribs out, and you're gonna feel that your core or your abs is gonna relax here. Now close those ribs in, a slight pelvis tuck, and you're gonna feel your abs engage. Let's do that again. Push it forward, and then bring it in. Push it forward, bring it in. Push it forward, and bring it in. Again, pushing those ribs out, protruding the chest, and then bring it in. Tighten up the core. Okay, now remember that as we go through. Let's go for our first few rounds here, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're going to place your knees right onto your sliders here. Shoulders are right over the wrists, hips are pressed forward. We're just gonna slowly lower down into a push-up position, and then press back up, just to warm up the body. Again, making sure you're not arching or over tucking. You wanna come into just a long neutral spine. Lower down, press back up. 2 more, lower down, and lift. Last one, lower, and lift. Now, keeping this long neutral spine, imagine a line from the top of the head all the way down to your knees. We're gonna slowly shift our shoulders behind the wrists and then pushing yourself back to center. Slowly lower 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe hover, and then pull it right back up to center. Again, out, 2, 3, 4, slowly pull it back, 2, 3, 4. You can go for a longer range of motion here if you're able to maintain that long neutral spine. Push through the palms, dig the knees down, and come back. Nice, a few more here. Take it slow. Go to where your body needs to feel it, and then slowly pull back to center. Good, 10 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it in, nice and slow. All right, next up, I'm gonna come onto a plank-based position. Now notice here that my hips are dropped and I'm arched. let's watch that we don't do that. So I want you to bring the hips in line with the shoulders. So you come into this tabletop position. Feet about shoulder width apart. You're gonna bring those knees in at 90 degrees and then press it right back out. Again, holding a plank, slowly pull the knees in, right underneath the hips, and then press it back out. Be mindful that the shoulders don't shift forward, that they stay hovering right over the wrists. If you want more of a challenge, send the shoulders just a little bit behind the wrists, just a little bit. And you're gonna feel that much more tension in the core as you go through these exercises. Make sure to breathe, inhale in, exhale. Again, inhale slow, and exhale slow. 1, and back out. Wrist will get a break here shortly. Slowly in, 2, 3, 4, back out. Let's do one more here. Bring it in, and back out. Nice. Good. Now, giving our wrist a break, we're going to come down to the forearms. Now from here, what you're going to do is you're gonna bring your forearms right onto the sliders. Now, staying on your knees, you're just gonna send the arms forward and then pull it in. Send it forward, pull it in, out, and in. Now as you're doing this, make sure you don't dump into your hips. Try to keep those hips stable as you send those arms out. If you want more of a challenge, up onto your hands. So you're in that neutral position again. Again, only if your shoulder allows you to. You'll bend the elbow, bring it back to center. Out slow, bend the elbow, back to center, send it out, back to center. So you're forced to add in that one arm push up there. The further you go, the deeper the bend in the elbow. Back out. Nice, few more rounds. Last one here. And back. Good. Let's start to fire up those obliques now here. So we're gonna come back into that plank-based position. All right. Now from here, you're gonna cross the right leg over the left. So my hips are quarter turn. I'm gonna go for a little pulse. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift, lower, lift, and lower. Really firing up the right oblique. Up and down. Oop, sliders. Up and down. Up and down. And up and down. Coming down onto the knee. We're just going for a stretch here, okay? So you're gonna stretch that left arm over. Good. Again, take an inhale, stretch it over. Rest the arms. Nice. We're gonna continue focusing on strengthening that right oblique. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn over to the opposite side. Staying on your knees, hands behind the head. You're gonna lower it down, maybe the left hand comes on the floor. And as you come up, crunch in that oblique. Lower it down. 2, 3, 4. Back up. 2, 3, 4. Maybe the arms can go out for a bit more of a challenge here. Stretch. And then open back up. So you have to stabilize in your core here. Make sure that you're not leaning forward. So imagine there's like a wall in front of you and a wall behind you, and you're only allowed to work in that vicinity. Stretch, 2, 3, 4, back up, 2, 3, 4. Let's go again. Reach, find that length, slowly, back up, again, reach, lengthen, and back up. Good. All right, take a rest. We're gonna take this back into our sliders. This time I'm going to bring the mat underneath my knees here for comfort. So this is gonna be a sliding action as well as a pushing with push-ups. So hands are on my sliders here. Hips are gonna be forward. I'm gonna send both arms out equally together just to where I can safely pull them back in to here. So you have to stay super active. The longer you go out, the further you go out, the more you have to press down, keep that core tight, back to center. Out, 2, 3, 4, pull it in, and now for that push-up. Slow, 2, 3, 4, back in. Give me a push-up. You want a little bit more body weight, come up onto your toes every time you're in that push-up position. So let's do something like this. Goes out, comes back in, lift, lower, press, and down. I'll go again. Out, up, lift, lower, down. Whew. Shaking. Again, watch the low back here that you're not arching. Last one. And then we'll get into those obliques. Good. All right. Yoga. Put the yoga mat away. Back up onto our hands. Into that plank base position. Go ahead and send the left leg out to the side. Glue it in, torso twist. 1 and 2. Lift and up. Little oblique pulses here. And notice how my left oblique is facing the floor here. You got this. Keep going. If you need to come down onto your elbows, go ahead and do so. Two more. Up and down. Last one. Lift and lower. Let's go for a stretch here. Back up and stretch. Okay, turn over for those side crunches. So I'm gonna keep my right leg on the floor. My left leg will extend out, hands behind the head. I drop down, C curve through the obliques, and then rise back up to center. Lower 1, 2, 3, 4, back up for that same tempo. Maybe the arms out. Good. Really reach, extend, back up. Let the rib cage flow. Over, back up. Again, imagine that wall in front of you and the wall behind you. So try to keep a long spine the entire time. That breath, that quality range of motion. Good. Focus on that form. Slow. Over. Good. Nice. All right. Take a rest. Now we're gonna take this into a plank to pike. All right, so we're gonna turn up a notch now here, right? We're almost there. Keep up with me, all right? Coming into your plank base position. Hips, core tight. Shoulders, they stay over the wrists. I'm gonna lift my butt up and then slowly lower back down. Up for 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe hold it. Slowly back down. You want to add more. We're going to add in an extension of the body. So I'll show you what that looks like here. So we have step 1, plank to pike. Step 2 is the extension of the body. Shoulders, they go back. Shoulders, they come forward. And then in. I'll do that again here, okay? That was step 1. Step 2, shoulders back. Shoulders forward. Back to step 1. Now step 3, watch this. Okay? Plank to pike. Extension of the body. Pull in. Knees come in. Back out. Plank to pike. So lots of variations here. Modify if needed. Shoulders back. Think of this as the peak of our work here. 2 more. Lift. Up. Shoulders. Pull. Knees. Out. Maybe a push-up. Step 4. Last one here. Up. Down. Shoulders. Knees. Out. Push up. All right. Whew. Okay. Now, we're gonna bring our yoga mat and just place it right underneath your sits bones here, just to protect it. Don't get bruised. Now sitting up nice and tall, we're gonna go for train track crunches. You're gonna slowly lower down, lower halfway, and then come back up. Down for 1, 2, 3, 4, back up, 2, 3, 4. Again, nice and slow. Take your time. Rise up, contracting through the spine. 2 more slowly. Come back up, flatten out the spine. Last one. Slow. 2, 3, 4. Back up. Nice. All right, grab the shin, just round the back. And rise up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Just rest here for a second. And that, my friends, is your core work for today. Have fun, be safe, add more to it, modify it, have some fun, and I hope you guys like this video. I'll talk to you later. Bye.